are many dishes we look forward to sharing during the holidays.
Keiko's Cake Charles, a little plug.
Gotcha. So this is Keiko's in Cape Charles, Virginia. You guys might see some of the shirts that I've bought in the past. I'm just here actually about to film a video for another watch I just got, but since we're here, I want to go ahead and let you guys know to come here to Keiko's in Cape Charles for all your surf and skate apparel. They've got longboards in the back. They've got all your swim trunks. They've got all your surfing needs right here in Cape Charles. So come on over to the Eastern Shore and check it out. There are lots of restaurants here. There's a couple of ice cream places down the road, like Brown Dog Ice Cream I like to go to, places like that. Cool place Cape Charles is. That's why I come over here even in the wintertime. So come check them out. So welcome to Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. I'm Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram and TikTok, where I do watches and other stuff as well. Today we're going to take a look at the Aragon Hiro NE57, and this is roughly a month-long, almost a month-long review of my experience with the watch. I've owned an Aragon in the past and had some problems with it, but let's see if this experience will be better than before. So I went online and I purchased this particular watch. You have to get the strap separately, but it was still a pretty good deal. So it came with this black strap, rubber strap here, that I'm going to save for something else. As I start to move, she's starting to tick some. I say tick, but we all know that automatics don't really tick, but that's just a term, right? This strap I picked out for it was this one here. It's kind of got these little protrusions here for ventilation. I like the blue stitching that matches the blue face, and it's like a rubbery texture to it, almost like a racing texture to it. It's like a racing watch, like a racing strap. It's got Aragon here on the buckle, normal buckle, two relatively decent sized keepers. All right, it's a Seiko NE57A movement, 29 joules. Water resistance rating on the timepiece is 200 meters. Of course, stainless steel, Aragon logo on the back. Yeah, I like it. Let's go ahead and put it on the wrist and see how it looks. Do me a favor, hit the like button, please share, comment, and subscribe. As of making this video, I have around 451 or so subscribers, and I appreciate all of you guys. But I really would appreciate if you guys would like, share, comment, and subscribe, and share this watch channel with others out there that are in the watch game. I'm also Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram, where I do watches and a whole bunch of other stuff, and Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok, which I usually, whatever I do on TikTok, I usually share on Instagram, but not everything. So check me out also at Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok, and also Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram as well. So far it feels really good. It does feel really good. It's slightly loose only because I was trying to fit it on my wrist with my Toy Meister at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. It has quite a few. Wow, I'm actually not in the smallest notch. There's like 2 more notches before it gets to the smallest. And I only have 6.5-inch wrists, which are pretty small. And yeah, if your cuff is loose, you can actually, for a shirt like this anyway, get it over like that. But for a dress shirt, probably not. So let's check out the bezel function. So we're going to release here, screw down crown just a little bit, and you can see it's rotating left or counterclockwise or clockwise. And I think that's really cool. I'm hoping my experience here will not be a disappointing one like my last Aragon. That one, I like that watch, but it ended up being disappointing. Now we have this one down here, also screw down, I think. Yep, screw down. So unscrew it, and that's adjusting this small one here for the date. So let me pull out again, and that should be the time. So I'll leave it right there. And one, no, it's not doing it. I thought it would do. That's all right. Now I've got to figure out what this arrow here does, how to make that work. Because again, this is the first compressor style I've owned. So I got the time straight. And push that back in. Turn this, see if it does anything. It's just screwing the crown back down. Yeah. I think that's just screwing the crown back down. Yep. So I've got to figure out how to make what that yellow arrow there is for. I don't know everything. Right, this is a learning thing, so I'll do some more research, try to figure out what the yellow arrow there is for. Probably a secondary, maybe like a secondary GMT type thing, probably. Which I don't have a lot of experience with GMTs, so, but I'm guessing that might be what it is. But again, this one I had my eye on another watch, but I saw the price on this compressor style watch, and again, I've never owned a compressor style watch, so I figured I'd pick it up. NE57 movement, I think it is moving. It's working. And so far this video, I'm not going to have to make a phone call to Aragon, only to not ever have them respond to my phone call to them, like I did in my last video when they never responded to that one. So this experience so far is pretty good, and hopefully it remains that good.
So I want to add that the crystal does protrude a little bit above the bezel on the watch. So if you do certain kinds of work, kind of be aware of that. You'll probably be fine, but kind of be aware of that fact. The watch is very, very comfortable on the wrist. That strap is fantastic. One of the most comfortable straps I have ever owned on a watch. So later on I found that adjusting the crown for the bezel got stiff, and I actually had to use a pair of pliers from a multi-tool to actually loosen it up so I could actually unscrew the screw down crown and adjust the internal bezel. Once I did that, I just tightened it back up, screwed it back down a little bit lighter, and it works okay. So be careful of how tight you screw down the screw down crowns on this timepiece.
Okay, so I just came out of Subway back there, up here at VCU in Richmond. So why am I up here at VCU? Well, as a lot of you guys know, one of my jobs, my main job, is to drive tour buses. I have a middle school from Newport News, Virginia, up here for several hours. And so I changed out of the monkey suit and came up here, figured I'd walk around the campus and do some filming while I was here. And just as I was leaving the Subway back there on the corner there, here on VCU campus, here on Broad Street in Richmond, I was putting my bag on and trying to get my arm through the strap here. The watch hit the bag strap and released one of the push pins. Just snap, boom, I heard it. So I was like, uh-oh. And I immediately knew what that was. And I looked down, and the timepiece was on the deck. And so, looking very weird, looking very weird, I went ahead and knelt down and took the watch up, wiped it off real quick, didn't damage anything, so it's so far pretty durable. But I searched with my little eyeballs, and I had to find the well, I said push pin, actually it's a spring bar technically, but I had to find the spring bar, and then luckily I was able to easily reinsert it. So that's something that is definitely going to be concerning, because this is day 2 of owning this Aragon timepiece, and I've already had that issue. Now it comes with an extra strap when I ordered it, which is going to help out a little bit, but day 2 for it to release like that, as I'm trying to put my backpack that has my camera gear on, I'm trying to, you know, put my arm through there, and it just snaps off. Now as you can see, I put it back up there and it's there, but this is actually day 2, and that's not a good sign to have. So I'm going to probably have to in the future see about trying to get a stronger spring bar to see if that will alleviate the problem, because the strap is actually very comfortable on this thing, extremely comfortable, like very comfortable. But just like the other company that people compare Aragon watches to, Invicta, we know about them, there's that QC issue with their spring bars, you know, and I should say push pins too, depending on, you know, what kind of bracelet you've got. And so that is concerning. So I know that if I'm doing anything where I might brush myself up against the timepiece, then I've got to be a little more gentle.
This is in between a couple of tour bus trips. I'm at home. I live with family, my brother's family, and I'm painting the living room for my sister-in-law, who wants it a different color. I'm trying to get it done before, you know, we put the tree up. As I'm doing this voiceover, though, I'm actually in New Jersey doing this voiceover, stuck because my tour bus has had a mechanical problem, and so I haven't been able to work on this since the day you see here. So yeah, but anyway, real life, folks. So you know when I'm telling you guys if watch sucks or not, that, you know, I've been putting it through its paces, painting with the watch, living my normal life with the watch. So if you decide to get the watch, you know what I'm telling you is legit and straight up.
What would happen if I touch this paint?
I'm gonna bust you in the head, you touch that paint. My nephew, one of my middle nephew, talking about, we have never touched this paint. I'm gonna bust you in the head. That's what happened. Touch that paint. I'm gonna bust my peanut brittle coconut head.
And like I was saying, there I am walking, not in uniform, dropping the bus off at MCI in Blackwards, New Jersey, so the talented technicians can fix my bus and I can get going home, hopefully.
Here we go.
All right, underwater night performance here in the bathtub in New Jersey. No water ingress at all. The watch is performing beautifully in the bathtub here in the Fairfield Inn & Suites Marriott in Deptford, New Jersey. Night performance here at Deptford, New Jersey at the Fairfield Inn & Suites Marriott. The glow is sufficient but doesn't last long, isn't too bright, and the internal bezel does not glow.
Okay, let's go ahead and wrap it up about this timepiece here. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and give a timepiece 4 out of 5 clocks. The reason I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 clocks is because of the issue I had with the band. Only had it once during this almost 1 month period. And also because of the screw down crown with for the internal bezel, which the internal bezel with the compressor watch is really cool, and I definitely want to get some more compressor watches on the channel, because I think these are some really cool watches. How the bezel turns internally, that's really cool. And I think I may have mentioned this, depending on how I edit the video. I wanted a couple of compressor watches from a couple other companies, but they were simply out of my price point with, you know, my own things I have going on. You know, I'm really the only one that funds this channel. An ex-girlfriend of mine, whom I've been away from over a year now, did purchase a couple of watches you've seen on the channel back, but all the other ones I've purchased. Try to purchase them smartly, though, by purchasing them with a discount code or on sale, or after, you know, going to different sites to see who had the most inexpensive price that I could find. But I do like this watch. It is not going to be my #1 daily driver. It's really going to be right there tied up with my Deutschmeister, and also my Deep Sea Hunter, and actually both my Deutschmeisters that I have. Those 4 watches, including this Aragon, believe it or not, are going to probably be in my rotation that I'll wear when I'm not in the middle of doing multi-week or month-long roughly reviews like I've done for this watch here, so I can let you guys know how good the watch is or isn't. So I do recommend getting this watch. Just be warned, be careful with the screw down crowns, especially the one for the internal bezel. Make sure you don't tighten it up too much, and be weary of, when you're putting on backpacks, be careful that you don't hit this, because this might pop off on you, as it did while I was in Richmond at VCU recently, up there working. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. This is one of my daily drivers. Again, I'll be wearing the Addies dives more as far as daily drivers when I'm not reviewing other watches. But this watch, I'm gonna go 4 clocks to and recommend it to you. And I want to say to Wang at Aragon, I really wish you had you or your people had returned my phone call when I reviewed the other Aragon over a year ago. But I am so happy that you made this watch, and the price that you're selling it at. It really has put a more positive taste in my mouth concerning Aragon over what you guys had me experience and go through over a year ago now. So Aragon, I'm going to be probably getting some more Aragon watches. Anyway, guys, the thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know, no water ingress problems as far as keeping time. Over roughly the month period, she's lost this NE57 movement. She's lost about 5 minutes roughly in the 1 month period. I have not reset the time, left it as it was. No, not bad for the price.
Again, thank you for watching Atlantic Ocean Watch on YouTube. I'm Atlantic Ocean Watch on Instagram, and also Atlantic Ocean Watch on TikTok. Coming soon to Atlantic Ocean Watch, we're going to be doing a review on a rune timepiece, and hope to see you guys for that review. Take care, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.